Hi, I'm Marty Levinson. Welcome to the Northtown News Magazine.
Hi, I'm Marty Levinson. Welcome to the Northtown News Magazine.
Hello, my name is Marty Levinson, and I want to welcome you to the Northtown News Magazine.
For the identity of the real Marty Levinson, stay tuned to the Northtown News Magazine.
Good. Come on, baby, don't you wanna go? Come on, baby, don't you wanna go? Back to that lemon light city, sweet Hope, Chicago. 22 is 4, 446. Come on, baby, now get your business fixed. Come on, honey, don't you?
Hi, I'm Marty Levinson. Welcome to the Northtown News Magazine show with the greatest cameraman around, Sonny Hirsch, and your host of all hosts, Avi Myers.
Avi Myers, Northtown Neighborhood News Magazine, a presentation of Sonny Hirsch and myself. Dial us up on the web, ntnm.org, communitypolicingcaps24.org. We are paying particular attention to the 50th Ward aldermanic race, perhaps more so than anything. Let me remind you also that Jewish Chicago will be coming out with an election edition, and it'll be available free at newsstands throughout Chicagoland. You can check the website. In the 50th Ward race, well, we've got a scoop. There are 5 candidates now, not 6. I will let my guest let you know about that. And of those 5 candidates, Ahmed Khan has already been on. Deborah Silverstein will be here later today. Greg Brewer, for the second time, he was specifically emailed, and he said he chooses not to come on my show. And the first email was a little more insulting, but that's okay. And Michael Moses, I did leave a phone message to, and I didn't hear back. I don't expect to hear back from him. So basically, I'll be presenting 3 candidates. You've already seen Ahmed Khan, Deborah Silverstein, same shoot. We're doing 3 shows. And my guest who always said, Joe Chukche, who brought him, says needs no introduction. I'll introduce him anyway. Alderman Berny Stone. How you doing?
Good, thank you. And candidate Stone today, okay?
Okay, candidate Stone.
Bernie, to you, Avi.
Thank you. So what's going on in the election?
Well, as you alluded to, the reason Tom Morris is not here today is today, I don't know when this is going on the air, but today Tom Morris withdrew from the race, and he will now lead up the Independent Citizens for Berny Stone. He withdrew in my favor, and Tom, of course, ran against me in 2003, but Tom feels that the city needs someone with my experience, and therefore he is going to back me in the race for alderman.
Very good. I'm glad to hear that. And in any event, how's the campaign progressing?
Well, I think it's going very well. I'm putting together a good team of people, volunteers, and staff who are working on the campaign, and we've been mailing out the things to people. We've also been knocking on doors. We've been putting together various issues in the campaign. Of course, we appeared in that forum that the Chamber of Commerce ran, and we're preparing for the debate that West Rogers Park
Community
organization is going to be holding on January 19th.
Are they a 501c3 yet, or?
I don't know.
I mean, the last I heard, they were not a nonprofit organization and did receive a substantial grant.
Well, I've always considered them more of a political organization.
Same here. I mean, when I checked their board members' house 4 years ago during the elections, they all basically had lawn signs up in their yard for the candidates of their choice.
Yeah, well, I'm not concerned over that. It gives the candidates a chance to meet, and my good friend Andy Shaw is going to be the moderator of that debate, and Andy, I'm sure, will give us all an equal chance speak. At least it'll be a little better than the form we had, because they're giving us 2 minutes to present our case, which is a little better than the 1 minute we had at the other forum. It's not much better, but it's a little better. I'm going to ask that the rules be changed to at least give us some rebuttal time, which we didn't have in the other debate. To let somebody make a charge and not be given rebuttal time is ridiculous, of course. And 2 minutes is not very much time particularly on complicated issues, to be able to explain your position. So in any event, hopefully they'll moderate the rules a little bit to give us an opportunity to explain our position. This one is going to run for a little longer than the one that we had with the Westridge Chamber of Commerce. So hopefully we'll have more time in which to explain our positions. So our representatives are meeting to try and iron out the rules, and hopefully we'll get a little more time.
Very good. Yeah, I would like to see a longer explanation, and you've got to have the rebuttal time. It's a shame, the old Northtown Community Council, we could have had a nice lengthy forum, but I'm not 501c3'd anywhere, so...
Well, I'm a charter member of the old Northtown Community Council.
And past president.
No, I'm not. I wasn't past president,
really?
no.
Okay, sorry about that.
Well, by the time I came into the position to be past president, the council had, I was alderman, so it really wouldn't have made sense to be alderman and
no,
president.
That wouldn't have been a good thing.
And
but I will say that when the 3 years I was president, you were there just about every meeting.
Yes, I attended most meetings. I helped draw the Constitution for the organization, and I was there right from the beginning in 1963. But it served its purpose. In many ways, I feel that I did a good enough job as alderman that we didn't need the council. So maybe I perhaps deserve some of the blame for it not being able to continue on.
Yeah, we basically didn't have enough controversy. That was a problem.
Well, in any event, speaking of controversy,
sure.
Let me tell you about an incident that occurred yesterday that perhaps some of the citizens might become aware of. A group came to my office. I wasn't there, but 20 people came to my office yesterday, and incidentally, they were not from our ward. And they pretended they were from our ward, but they were not. The group was protesting over an ordinance called Sweet Home Chicago. And it's an ordinance which is pending before the council and has been pending for better than 6 months. It's an ordinance that wants to take TIF money, tax increment financing money, and use it for rehabilitating foreclosed homes, which is fine. And I would support if the monies were used in the tax increment financing district where the monies are coming from. And that is the ordinance which Alderman O'Connor presented amendments which would do that. Unfortunately, the original ordinance would allow the monies collected from taxpayers here in our ward to go to other wards way outside of this area. They would take the money from the taxpayers of our ward and send it to far distant areas of the city.
Same way they want to take our police and send them elsewhere?
Oh, it is. It's a very similar situation. But in the meantime, I wouldn't support that. We happen to have a large number of homes and apartments that are foreclosed. So I said, well, if you're going to rehabilitate foreclosed properties, do it in our area. If you're going to take the money from people, from businesses in our area, spend that money in our area. That's what tax increment financing is all about. It's about using money in the local area. No, they don't want to do that. They want to take the money from the far north side and spend it on the far south side. Well, I don't want to do that. I want to spend it in the area where the money's collected. They claim that the ordinance would do that. I read the ordinance. It doesn't do that. So I would be for the O'Connor compromise, which would spend the money within the district where the money's collected.
I like that.
And they went out and leafleted a portion of the ward. And the leaflet says, Alderman Stone voted no on spending more money to fix up foreclosed homes. Well, Alderman Stone didn't vote no because there hasn't been a vote on the ordinances yet, so how could I vote no? I have voted no on some preliminary votes because I voted yes on the O'Connor compromise. And that I would still vote yes on. I want to fix up foreclosed homes with monies collected within our district.
So it sounds fair to me.
And I think it's fair. So that's the issue, and they don't want to listen to actual facts. They want to spread this nonsense, and these are people who want to try and confuse people and try and sell issues. They're not from our area, and I want people to know this before when they receive these flyers, because they're going to flyer the ward. When they receive these flyers, which incidentally don't have, they don't tell who's distributing them. Be sure you look at that. There's no statement as to who's distributing the flyers. When you receive these flyers, know from whence they came. They're not coming from your neighbors. They're coming from an organization which is not based in our neighbors. They're coming from a group partially funded by an old enemy of mine. The same people who spent over $500,000 trying to get me beaten in the last election. That union known as SEIU.
Oh, Southeast Illinois University.
No, it's a union that was intent on getting rid of me and wasn't successful in the last election.
No, I remember that. They were the big box people.
That's correct.
Yeah. So in any event, we got about 2.5 minutes. What other issues would you like to talk about?
Well, the main issue that's involved in this election is who do you want to represent you? Somebody who's proven his worth by what he's accomplished, and somebody who knows his way around, or somebody who's going to have to learn where the bathrooms are, who has no experience, has no ability other than what he's promising you, or somebody who's delivered in the past. The question is, who do you want to represent you? Now, the old story is the people get somebody representing them who they deserve. Well, I hope that you understand this. I hope that you're going to understand that I am the vice mayor of the city of Chicago. That means that my colleagues seem to feel that I have the ability that in the event that the mayor is incapacitated, that I could even fill the seat of the mayor. That's my own colleagues, and I was unanimously elected on 4 separate occasions to the office of vice mayor, and that's by the vote of my colleagues. If they have that much confidence in me, I would hope that you, my constituents, would have that same confidence in me. I have, in the past, done everything I could to protect you, my constituents. I will continue to represent you, and I will continue to do my best on your behalf. That's been my goal in the years I have represented you, and will continue to be my goal. There's many things I still have pending. I'm not going to be starting fresh. I have plans in the works, and and those plans are already in progress, and those plans will be carried through. And that's why I want to be your alderman. I want to continue in that position, and I want to continue to represent my constituents.
Very good. If people want to contact you?
They can call us. Our campaign number is 773-5 539-0050. If you want to contact me as alderman, our number is 773-764-5050.
Alderman Berny Stone, thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Chuck J, for bringing him, and good luck in the election, which is already in progress.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.